Hey. Look, they say good days are coming soon. I'm just tired of waiting. And tears falling in my prayers. I've been crying for patience. I'm scarred. I gotta live the rest of my life with abrasions. You can't convince me that time isn't wasting. I feel like Hamilton the way I've been writing these pages. So you can call me, but you best be on time with the payments. So you can turn this off if you don't like what I'm saying. Or if these lines are too basic. Just know my life getting crazy. Times is getting harder, that could really spark an artist. And I ain't giving up for nothing, I just try my hardest. I say a prayer for the ones departed. A cold world, I just want to show how pure my heart is. But I see the comments, stories going around about the kid, but I'm so timeless. Bad energy can't get to me. I'm the reason why we like this, allegedly. But once I see the best from you, that's when you get the best from me. I'm here for your elevation. Success ain't a destination. Ain't looking for reparations. Ain't looking for no type of savings. Back up the rest of my savings. Can't get no rest in the basement. Can't even lie to you, baby. Time that we spent was amazing.
Yo, we are back once again. Baller Central Pod. Myself, Elijah, and John, ready to talk about the latest in hoops. We have a good amount of stuff to go over today. College basketball, March Madness is over for the men's and women. NBA playoffs are right around the corner. I believe we have about 3 or 4 games left in the regular season. And if we have time, some MLB talk, because I know the Red Sox have been going through it these last 10 to 12 games. So, yeah, they have twice as many losses as wins. So, hey, we're here to talk about that and more on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, also on the audio pods as well, all those platforms. So feel free to check all those out and our socials. And before we get into everything, how are we doing today, everybody? I think you're muted, Elijah.
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
You muted?
I was definitely muted. My fault. But I'm playing a game on my phone. It's mad addicting. It's called like Color Block Jam. So my fault. I got it's a time level, and I shouldn't have started it, but here we are.
Is it like Candy Crush?
Nah.
You're good.
Oh, hopefully it's better than Candy Crush.
No.
People be on like level 1,000 for Candy Crush.
Yeah, I'm up there with Candy Crush too. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh.
I'm on level 5K something.
Damn. Oh. Good for you.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
My fault. I'll tell you what level of Candy Crush I'm on after this. Sorry, I'm super locked in. But go ahead, though.
Good. John, how we doing?
Doing very good. Doing very, very good. Chilling.
Yeah. What jersey we got on today?
Oh, just my Patrick Ewing one. Throw on the next one. Why not?
Is that the same one I wore before?
Yeah, I think so. It's the one we got in New York. It was a really good quality one. I'm thinking about buying a Chinese jersey one to compare. Maybe get like a Hart or like a Anunoby or somebody like not super, like maybe not a Brunson. You know what I mean? Because then you could really tell the difference. But I'm thinking about getting a Chinese one too. But yeah, nothing new's going on over here. Jersey's pretty lit. Starting to get warmer. The days are starting to get longer. I won a full tournament on Sunday. Nothing new other than that.
True. Was it snowing for you guys yesterday or the day before?
Nope, not here.
No snow.
Wait, no, it was snowing in my area yesterday, the day before. So yeah,
that's tough for you. Sorry about that.
Dodo, what's good, man?
Yep. Oh shit, the comments, my fault.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, okay. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. So let's get into the latest. Let's talk about the women's March Madness first. Yeah, I think there was a lot more drama and talk for the Final Four than the actual championship. Because of UConn and South Carolina. South Carolina beat UConn. And beginning of the game, coaches Geno and Dawn Staley were very respectful, etc. Handshakes. But after the game, there was a lot of animosity and yelling. Geno says it was because South Carolina was hacking them and it wasn't getting called. And apparently someone ripped or torn Sarah Strong's jersey, even though after full replay and view from clips online, Sarah Strong self-inflicted tore her jersey. Yeah. There was a bunch of drama with that, and eventually it all got patched up after the March Madness thing. So, yeah. But fast forward, UCLA beat Texas, and UCLA very, very handedly beat South Carolina. So I wasn't expecting that because I think me and John said on the last pod, whoever wins on the left side between UConn and South Carolina, we're going to win the championship.
No, that was you. No offense. I said you never know UCLA, Texas.
Yep. So yeah,
but I hear you.
Yeah, UCLA came to play. Kiki Rice, Lauren Betts, I think all their points came from the seniors that won championship game. So well done to UCLA. So, what do you guys think about the UConn South Carolina drama before the championship?
Didn't really care about the drama. It just took away from the actual game itself. And as somebody that I didn't really get to watch the game, so like it literally took away everything. Like all I heard about was the drama. I didn't hear like, oh yeah, South Carolina beat UConn. All I heard was Dawn Staley and Geno and getting into it.
I watched the game. It was a really good game. And to Elijah's point, he's 100% right. I think it took everything away from South Carolina and all the effort they put out this season. I thought a lot of people didn't think they'd beat UConn as badly as they did, and they did. It was a very, very good defensive game, too. It was just it's just crazy that had to happen. You know what I mean? Like,
that's the thing about it. Like, it did have to happen.
Well, I don't mean to be like that, but did you see the statement afterwards? Like the next day, how Yeah.
Yeah, I saw his apology.
Must have said to him. Someone must have been like, "Hey, bad look, coach. No offense."
No, it wasn't a terrible look, and I'm glad that he apologized. But still, like
he put out 3 apologies. Actually,
a little too late at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, to your group. But yeah. Also, shout out Raven Johnson. Dawn Staley made the switch and put in Raven Johnson on Sarah Strong, who was the National Player of the Year. I think the only sophomore to do it besides Miss Maya Moore. And that was a great game plan. Raven Johnson had clamps, locks, whatever you want to call it, on Sarah Strong all night, which got her frustrated enough to tear her own jersey. So, yeah, great coaching that was a great coaching adjustment by Dawn Staley.
Mm-hmm.
But as for the championship, UCLA, South Carolina, that UCLA was just ready for the moment. I think a lot of what happened for UConn and South Carolina put South Carolina in a bad headspace with all the drama for the coaches. Some would say that it could have been one of the reasons why they lost this game, but UCLA was just a better team that day. That all the seniors came to hoop. 100% of the points came from the seniors: Kiki Rice, Lauren Betts, Gabriela Vazquez.
That's a fact. Let's not take away from these UCLA Bruins who killed. I mean, they killed. They showed why they're the number 1 offense in the nation. They killed.
In my eyes, I'm not even going to sit here and say that whatever drama happened between Geno and Dawn affected South Carolina's players. Like, I don't think it was that much of a distraction. Like, I feel like saying that, like, John just took away low key, but like saying that literally takes away credit from UCLA from doing what they did.
Facts.
So let's just say that the girls for UCLA came to play and they were the better team that day. And that I don't want to sit here and say that the drama affected anything. Like, to me, it didn't.
Facts. I would agree. Especially because like them beating Texas wasn't a fluke. You know what I mean? Like they beat a lot of teams to get here, and
facts. Made it through 5 rounds.
Yeah. So it's just like I mean, I totally get like the fact that South Carolina lost, and normally they're a dominant powerhouse, and they will be back. And Raven Johnson's been here for 5 years, and she's been amazing, and that shouldn't take away with the loss. But I mean, it's one of those things where South Carolina is such a good program, they will be back again next year, and there will be girls that remember this loss to UCLA and want to never let that happen again. You know what I mean? So
also with South Carolina, it has been I won't say bad, but a bad luck of stretches for the last 2 years. They get blown out in last year's championship, and they get blown out in this year's championship. Hopefully, it won't be 3 times in a row with them.
I mean, to be in the dance is like crazy. You know what I mean? Got to give them props for that at least.
Yeah, they're still making it to the championship every year. Like,
yeah, they still gonna have great recruiting, great players. So yeah.
Yeah, I know we like to say like, losing in the championship is.
We make it a big deal, but
we make a big deal. But like you still made it to the championship, so that has to be like some type of credit.
True.
And I think there's a difference between a pro athlete who does this for the rest of their lives and student athletes who still have to go to school and they have to put up with these coaches. And yes, NIL is great, but like how great, you know what I mean? Like,
let's talk about the fact that March Madness isn't just happening like over just spring break. Like it's happening for a while. So
yeah, I think after there's a clip going around after the championship game for UCLA, one of the girls were doing homework on the plane right back. Their chemistry.
They still have class. That's
Still got class. Still got to get that grade. Would you rather an A or B? I mean, no one wants a B.
Literally on the plane, on her tablet or on a laptop, just writing up her chemistry homework. So yeah,
you got to do what you got to do, man.
Absolutely.
Smart. I mean, they didn't recruit dumb players to these programs. They're all very intelligent and smart. You know what I mean? Like,
still got to keep your grades up. So
yeah. Also, yeah, the first word for student athlete is student. At the end of the day. Yep.
Hey, what's
How
up?
you doing, Zalgo? So let's talk about the men.
real quick, I just want to just interrupt. Side note, real quick. I opened Candy Crush. I'm on level 6,049.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't say 6'7", 6'9". Thank you. Also, the men's Final Four. UConn, Illinois. UConn got the job done. And Michigan once again put belt to ass to a team like they did all tournament long to Arizona. I picked Arizona to win it all. So it was very, very shocking to see Michigan win, especially this handily. I know it looks like an 18-point lead, but they were up like 30 at one point. So, yeah, they were on a pretty much dominant run. But then it came down to the national championship, UConn versus Michigan. It was a defensive battle. Both teams shot around 30%. I believe UConn shot 31, Michigan shot 38. And, yeah, there's not a lot of threes. UConn made 2, Michigan made 9. So
you had Florida winning it all. You just said you had UConn winning it all.
Oh, I said I had Arizona in my money bracket. We're on a different site.
Oh.
This was just my homers bracket. So yeah,
Thanks for
just
putting
in
it
case
up,
they won, but yeah, they got knocked out by Iowa. So tragic.
I mean, they're a number one seed. I can see why you went homers with it. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
you always got to have a homer bracket, your actual bracket, and some other stuff on the side. But yeah.
I thought the national championship was good though. I didn't think it was too much. You know what I mean? On one side or the other.
How do you guys feel about the refs? Because I heard there was a lot of complaints about the refs on missed calls, them being too physical with each other.
This is another game I didn't get to watch, so
I watched it. I thought I kind of agree. I mean, that the refs they let them play. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. I kind of wish they called more fouls, especially if you're going to call in the first round. But
yeah, it was very physical.
It was very physical.
Absolutely. And also,
but I'm not against that, Elijah. Are you against a physical game though? In like
I'm
a
not
championship
against physical game at all. It just needs to be called fair on both sides.
I get that.
Like if you're gonna let them play, you gotta let them play both ways.
And I know you didn't like watch it, but hear me out. Like, I know you said fair on both sides, but like it should be like, you know what I mean? Like a championship. Do you think the officials, in a sense, are nervous? They're gonna call the one tech that ends the game. Do you know what I mean? Like a and one, or you know what I mean? Like a, I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
I can see that being a thing, but like I need officials to not one. Y'all don't need. Hold on, I just realized what shirt I had on.
Yeah.
I need the officials to
go back there. Just go back there. You're good. Also, shout out Lawrence on what inspired you.
You got shirts that you just wear around the house because you don't wear them outside anymore.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
You got Mickey Mouse too. Look at you.
But yeah, I need the officials to not be scared that they're gonna take the game into their own hands with whatever call that they make. But I also need them to not power trip.
Yeah, because that's kind of what I felt like this game was a little bit. I kind of felt like people were a little hence on the whistles, and yeah.
Also, the biggest complaint from this game was the free throws. UConn shot 12 for 16 from the free throw line, while Michigan shot 25 from 28 from the free throw line.
It's a lot of free throws both ways, but
Early was going nuts.
Yep. And I think
Michigan shot how many free throws?
28.
Yeah, it's
25 for 28.
It's hard to argue though when when the boys are getting fouled. It's like, what can we really say?
Yeah.
True.
It was very, very physical.
But again, I didn't even watch the game, so I can't say anything.
True. And UConn was outscored in the paint 22-36. Michigan just had the more physical players. They had a lot of people, they had a lot of 7-footers. They had as Michigan said all year, they have 9 starters in rotation. So yeah, everyone from Yaxel, everyone from Cadeau and others, they're ready to, even though Yaxel did struggle a little bit due to injuries suffered from the previous game versus Arizona. he still found a way to get out there and made several plays. So we'll see how he performs at the next level.
Great to both teams. I hope to see UConn back in the chip. Hurley was kind of funny. I was pointing at him all game to the people who didn't really know him at the bar, and I was like, this guy is going to have a panic attack. And then later on in the game, he low key did, which is hilarious.
If they asked him about the free throw, I think that one of the reporters asked Dan Hurley about the fouls, like they're trying to set up like how they did Geno.
Yeah. It took a time. He took a little breath.
But hey, congrats to Michigan. Well deserved. Yeah, I think UConn had, 2 or 3 seniors on that team. Also, the center for UConn, funny enough, the first 2 years he was in college, he was on Michigan, and the last 2 years of his college career, he was on UConn. So, and he didn't win any championships with both those teams. That's tragic.
Yeah, the stat was that both programs won like 3 championships combined within his 4 years that he was in school, and he didn't win any of them.
That's just unfortunate. I feel bad for that.
But I do like Terrace Reed as a center, hopefully in the NBA. Hopefully he can do as well as Donovan Clingan right now. Still needs some a little bit of work offensively, but rebounding and defensively, very, very solid. So one of the old school bigs because he doesn't shoot a lot, but he can get in the paint when you need him. So we'll see. Next up, we're going to head to the NBA. Last night we saw Cade Cunningham return for the Detroit Pistons. And I believe I think he is ineligible for a lot of the awards due to the 65 game rule. But bright side, the Pistons do have their star back for the playoffs. And nonetheless, the Pistons did go 8-2 without him on that run. I think due to a soft schedule, but still, they held up their own when he was out. Yep, Dennis Jenkins balled out. They beat the Lakers without him. So I mean, that's really good. But yeah. How do you feel about the Pistons going to the playoffs? As number 1 seed, it's locked up as ready as well.
I just don't think that they'll be good enough to really go to the finals.
I think their real struggles in the second round, right?
Well, they didn't even make the second round. They haven't won a playoff series in a while.
Okay, got you.
I think it's been a very long time since they won a playoff series. I can't even remember when the date is. I want to say it's like 2008 was the last time they won a playoff series.
I'm gonna Google it. That might be right.
Because I don't know if the Blake Griffin Pistons went to the playoffs. Because we know the bad boys did, and we knew that the other bad boys, the new edition bad boys did.
Yeah, I'm gonna just wait for John because I actually want to know when the last time they won a playoff series is.
Yep, go ahead.
Was it 2008, 2005, something like that? It's something that's way back.
Yeah, give me 1 second, sorry.
But nonetheless, Pistons, top team in the East. I believe they have like a top 5 record in the NBA total. So, I mean, they did pretty well without their top guy. Let's see if they can make some noise with their top guy. Because, yeah, the East is pretty much everyone's been saying all year up for grabs. The Pistons, the Celtics, the Knicks, the Cavs, maybe even the Hornets.
Elijah, right on the dot. 08.
Who was it against?
Right on the dot. Eastern Conference Final was the last one.
Yeah, man. It's been a while. So
right on the dot.
Accurate.
We like to argue about who knows ball.
Facts. I mean, that's the day. That's the day. You got it. Oh yeah.
That's ball knowledge. But at the same
ball knowledge.
Oh, we definitely do need to do a separate pod on ball knowledge. It's been trending recently on like what is ball knowledge, what is not, like certain players, etc. I don't know if you guys been following that trend lately.
I haven't been following that trend as much.
Not really. But genuinely, like this team specifically has not won a playoff series. Last year was their first time seeing the playoffs. So like what can I say? I don't know how they're gonna fare when it comes to second round or third round, but I think this team needs one more year to really get ready to make a run for it. But I do think they'll make some they'll obviously sweep whoever they see in the first round.
True.
I agree with you. I think this is their first round. I don't want to say locked, but I would say I think they definitely make it to the second round, and they'll either play the Cavs or Boston in the second round. So then they would play somebody else, right? They'd play
Cavs.
Yeah, gotcha. Cavs.
It depends on where everybody finishes. If the Pistons finish 4. I mean, the Cavs finish 4. Cavs, we see them in the second round.
Mhm.
Or whoever wins that 4-5 matchup, they'll see them in the second round.
Facts.
Yep. But I mean, if we're looking at the play-in right now, just a little preview for the playoff talk later on. The Magic, Sixers, Hornets, and let's be honest, we're not worried about the Heat. If the Heat make it versus the Pistons, I think the Pistons should handle it. But if the Hornets do play the Pistons, I don't know. I think that could be a 6 or 7 game series.
I think it'll be a great series.
Cavaliers.
Listen, there's not going to be no 7 game series though. The Hornets will be out of there in 5. Only one of those Hornets have seen the playoffs before, and that's LaMelo.
But he's gotten his first up. I mean,
I don't think he did, did he?
I think Kobe White might have seen the playoffs. He's definitely seen the play-in, but
Yep. I don't know. This Hornets team has been very sneaky this year.
yeah, but they're not better than the Pistons.
That's true.
So that's just the issue. But I did watch the game against the Celtics the other day, and I think Con Knipple's really their X factor.
Baby Celtics.
So
Shout
it
out
was
Carter.
a closer game than I thought it was going to be. But like, yeah, Con Knipple, I feel like is their X factor. So
Yep. We'll see. Next up, we love talking about the Milwaukee Bucks. So let's talk about the Milwaukee Bucks.
why?
Yeah. They have 3 or 4 games left in the season. Giannis said he wants to play with his brothers before the season ends. But apparently there's some NBA investigation going on with obviously tanking with plenty of other teams and the Bucks holding out Giannis so they can get a better draft pick since they're already eliminated.
I don't think that's why the Bucks are holding out Giannis.
Also, maybe health-wise as well. But because
I think it's health there. Yeah.
What did he leave with? It was a serious injury. I forgot what it was.
Calf. That was-
okay, yeah, calf with 3 games in the season left. Yeah, I'd pull him too.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Calf.
Like calf injuries are like obviously like the closest. I would say they're the cause of a lot of these Achilles injuries. You know, people not healing their calves and stuff like that. But is it stupid that they're holding him out? No. But if he wants to play and they're actively just not playing,
Thank you for tuning in.
back shout out for you for tuning in. But like, if he wants to play and they're actively just not playing him just because they want a higher draft pick, yeah, that's tanking and that's an investigation right there. But
Absolutely.
the thing that's annoying me, and I don't know if this is annoying y'all as well, is just the fact that he keeps coming out with all these separate reports and all of this talking, and it's just like, respectfully, if I'm the organization, I want to get rid of him as soon as possible because he's just such a big distraction at this point.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know how
it
y'all-
all depends. Is he leaving? Is he staying? It's
I would
gonna be a lot
agree.
of drama in the offseason.
I'd like to get rid of him too, but he's just their best player they've seen since Kareem. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
But here's
they
the
just-
thing. Sorry, go ahead.
no, you're good. No, you're right. I like the only reason I'm saying is like because like I feel like they have to keep him deep down inside of themselves. But go ahead.
He's entering into his last season of his contract, and he's going to leave.
I hear you. I'm with you.
You either trade him and get something, or let him play next season all the way, and he leaves next summer and you get nothing.
Yeah. My biggest thing with Giannis, though, and the reason why I'm kind of just done with Giannis altogether is because, like, he's been saying he wants to leave for the last 2 years. He just keeps, I mean, maybe he doesn't, but I think he just signs extensions and wants more money, and I get that, but
That's the thing. He doesn't say he wants to leave.
yeah, that's what I mean.
He wants to be looked at as a good guy. He wants
He wants to be looked at
as
as a good guy, but he also wants more money, but he also wants to go win a championship.
He doesn't put out that formal trade request.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't put out that formal trade request, nobody thinks he wants, like, apparently he doesn't, like, he just doesn't want to say it. So he doesn't want to leave because he hasn't said it. But everybody knows he wants to get him out of there. So it's just like,
I mean, he quoted New York last year. I mean, it's just like I feel like the signs are there, Elijah. He wants out, and they just, I don't know. They just can't get a deal done.
Well, also breaking news: Sixers center Joel Embiid has been diagnosed with appendicitis and will undergo surgery immediately.
season ending, isn't it?
Damn.
Season ending?
For appendicitis, I don't know. Personally,
I thought
Well, at least regular season.
yeah, at least regular season he's out. But
good to know. Good to know.
It's interesting to see how long he would be out for, because some people for appendicitis, I believe they could come back like 2 weeks, maybe a week. Because I think I saw. Didn't Marvin Harrison Jr. got appendicitis and didn't play the rest of the year last year, or like he didn't play?
No,
like,
it was something else too. He had appendicitis for like a week and a half. It was like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and then he
I
came
don't
back
know.
and then again.
I don't know what this means for real, but get well soon, man. It's just always something with him.
Also, they're in the play-in, so if he's out for that game and they lose, their season's done. So,
aren't appendicitis kind of like they're normal routines, right? But it's also kind of crazy because like they normally only you only have to take them out when they're like bad, right?
Yeah,
that's so. I mean, yeah.
So the Sixers are the 8th seed right now, so they can afford to lose against the matchup against the Magic if everything holds. But then they would have to play the winner of the 9th and 10th seed for the 8th seed. So potentially they could drag it out, but it's going to be close. It's going to be really, really close.
Phil, didn't you say Paul George is balling though?
Yep.
You think he
did come back
carry this team or no? With Maxey?
Paul George, Maxey, and VJ. I think I don't know. It's going to be tough. I think the Hornets would beat a Sixers team with no Joel Embiid, but I do think the Magic could lose to a Sixers team without Joel Embiid. That's how up and down the Magic have been this year. And Franz Wagner did go down with injury as well for the Magic. So honestly, it's a bunch of what ifs at this point. We got to see like what team shows up on the day of the play-in matchups.
I do agree with the fact that the Magic have been super up and down. Just the most inconsistent I've ever seen a team in my life.
Yeah. We seen them have some good wins, but we also seen them give up a 30-0 run against the Toronto Raptors.
True.
So would I be surprised if the Sixers, while Joel Embiid, beat the Magic? Not at all. But also the other way around. I would not be surprised.
I don't think anybody would. So,
yeah.
I mean, we'll see what happens, though.
Yeah, let's move on.
Get well soon and beat again. We say that like 4 or 5 times every year. So
this is different, though, because it's not really like an injury.
Yeah, this one's actually important. So.
This is more of an emergency. You know what I mean? Like, get that thing out of you.
Absolutely. So, next up, there's been 2 award races that has been on everyone's mind for the NBA. First up, Rookie of the Year. Con Knuppel, the 2 former teammates, Con Knuppel and Cooper Flagg. I want to know where y'all stand on who deserves to win Rookie of the Year. First up, Con Knuppel. The Hornets are the 10th seed right now. Con Knuppel's averaging 8.53 on close to having a 50, 40, 90 year. And a lot of people are making the argument that he should win it.
He's averaging what, Phil?
18, 5, 3, and 47.
Oh, I only heard 8. I was like, what? That's
pretty good. 18. You know what I mean? Decent. I mean,
8-3 is made for him, but yeah, if he keeps playing like this, he could have a 50, 40, 90 season, which if someone had his aging stage of his career, that would be pretty amazing. So there's definitely a good case for Con. But as for where is he? Cooper Flagg.
Well, I mean,
hey, go ahead, Don.
I only have 2 cents when it comes to this. I think Cooper Flagg, they have similar numbers, but he had bigger games this year, right? I could be wrong. I think, and that's, to me, that's what a lot of people judge Rookie of the Year about. Like, yes, it's about a yearly stats, but it's also about who pops more. So it's like,
yeah,
I don't know if I want to give that away. Elijah, I don't know who you think should be Rookie of the Year, but
this is Cooper stats.
I think Cooper did have bigger games, but Cooper also played less games.
Fact. Good point. Thank you.
Cooper had to deal with a lot of injuries as well. Not a lot. But he had to deal with some injuries as well.
Facts.
I say Con because Cooper did not start having these big games until about February, March.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had one big game up to that point. I can't really remember the stat line, but he had like one big game up to that point. I think he had like 30-something.
Nice.
Con has just been consistently killing it all year. He's been leading the race, and like I get that Cooper has made a late surge recently, but I feel like it's too little, too late, and the race is already over. Everybody thinks that Cooper's already going to be the better player out of the two for the future, and I think that's fine to think of. That's fine to say, but sorry, I'm getting a phone call, but
Yeah,
Con Knuppel's my Rookie of the Year winner.
Nice.
Yep. For me, I'm gonna go Con as well.
Okay.
A lot of people are pointing out that Cooper Flag does have better stats, and obviously 21, 6, and 4, and Con Canapple stats, I believe, 18, 5, and 3. Yes, those are better stats, but how I look at it, Con is like the third or fourth option for the Charlotte Hornets, behind LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, and maybe Miles Bridges.
But you could also say, I mean, I don't mean to make your point, but like you could also say him going into the Hornets helped reestablish a whole nother culture, right? Because they were shooting way more threes this year. So it's just like,
shout out Charles Lee.
I mean, yeah. So it's just like, I mean, I personally, I would say Flag just because he had those 2 50-point games. I thought they were pretty spectacular. But Concanapple, I mean, that he makes the game even closer because I think Elijah's right. I think Flag probably will be better overall, but in terms of rookie of the year, in terms of who is better system fit, you guys are both right. I think it probably should be Knuppel, but will the NBA vote that? You know what I mean?
True. Also, I think the argument for Knuppel, yes, Flag's numbers do look better on paper, but he is the number one option on this team. Knuppel's the third or fourth.
Sure.
If he was a true number one option, and like his numbers should be way better than Knuppel's. They're only like 2 points better, 2 rebounds better, 2 assists better than Knuppel. So.
And the Mavs haven't done a great job. Like they've done an okay job of scheming him in, and he is the main piece and stuff. But like in later years, I think it'll be way more fluid. I think Flag will just do better overall because he'll be more system fit and ready. You know what I mean?
Imagine if he had Kyrie.
Yeah, without Kyrie, I know. I'm sorry. Well, I mean, I'm assuming they get another point guard, someone like Kyrie in the future.
Yeah,
maybe not. That's impossible.
I think obviously this team is not going to go anywhere for the near future. But I think if you put the right pieces around them, if Kyrie gets healthy and others,
true,
they can definitely make some noise in the West.
Get another Kyrie somehow. It's impossible.
Brandon Williams.
Maybe.
Also, Andrew, was it Andrew or it's something Nemhard? I forgot because I know Andrew Nemhard plays for the Pacers. His brother, Ryan Nemhard. There it is.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I think he has some potential to do some things in Dallas. So
nice.
We'll see. Next up, NBA MVP. Now, this has been a 3-man race ever since Luka Doncic went down injury. Wemby, SGA, Jokic. Personally, I don't think Wemby should be the main guy to be leading, just because I think he's had similar stats from last year. He just played more games, and the Spurs are number 1 seed. But I do think it's between maybe SGA and Jokic, since my original pick was Luka, but with the injury and him not passing the 65-game rule, he's automatically out. But yeah, I think they're trying to push the Wemby face of the league narrative here by having him number 1 on multiple weeks.
I mean, Elijah, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first here. I'll just say it's always something for where Luka can't get this award.
It is something with this award.
But respectfully, I don't think it's Shea. I don't think it was Shea last year. I don't think it's Shea this year. I don't think it's Wemby either. I do think it's Jokic. You're gonna give it to anybody, but I think that he might have voter fatigue, and that's why he's sitting third.
I hear that.
You know that they're definitely trying to push the rookie the Victor Wembanyama Victor Wembanyama face of the league agenda. So I think he's probably gonna win it. But yeah, this 65 game rule gotta go because injuries happen, bro.
Well, also they don't have it in hockey. I was asking somebody about the hockey equivalent, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't do that here." I was like, "Okay, that's crazy. That's a little soft at the NBA. No offense. 65 game, making people automatically have to play 65 games because you have a problem with getting people out on the court. Okay, got that. I kind of agree with you guys that I don't really like this MVP race. I had Victor Wembanyama when he was an underdog. You know what I mean? When Luka was playing, you know what I mean? It was Luka, Victor, and was it Shea? Yeah, it was probably Shea the whole time. Probably Shea, Luka, Victor, and then Luka goes down, so it's unfortunate. I mean, I think Wemby's been playing great. He's been getting injured the last 2 years. I think he deserves Defensive Player of the Year. You know what I mean? I don't know if he deserves MVP. I think he's playing great. I think he's working well in that system. I think it's also, to Elijah's point, you want to pick the very best of the very best, right? So like last year they picked Shea and it really wasn't Shea. So it's just like now he has to outdo what he did last year. And if he doesn't outdo what he did last year, I mean, it's just hard to give him the award again. I don't know. This award is annoying. They need to somehow fix it. It's all messed up. This is like the duck contest. I can't do this anymore. It's like it's just straight up. It's just like we are looking at problems and we are seeing obstacles and we are adding more obstacles. And I don't get that. That's all I'm trying to say.
And with Jokic,
it's just the 65 game rule though, because like if you're looking at it objectively, like Luka has been statistically the best player this year.
But they also need to. I'm with you on the 65 game rule, but something with the media and the votes too, Elijah. You know what I mean? Like sometimes they just push them to the head of the pack.
I mean, a lot of these guys that are in the voting that are voting should not have votes if we're also being.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. But
let's get at that too. But like,
a
lot of MVP races work is just BS.
Do you think we need to narrow, or do you think we need to expand the pack? Because I feel like if you expand, you can get rid of the dumb. You know what I mean? Like you can almost.
What do you mean expand? Like expand who's voting?
I mean, yeah, somehow. I don't know how you.
I think it needs to be narrowed down, if anything. But
okay, I hear you.
Aside from that, like I said, it's just the people that are voting. Because you're giving Stephen A. Smith a vote when he doesn't watch games. He can't even remember what he said earlier in the day on First Take anymore.
That's about
it. Yeah, and he flip flops. He literally said, "I flip flop my vote throughout the whole throughout maybe a week or two."
Does he not understand that's what's killing ESPN? Like he built ESPN basically on just speaking the truth, right? And like sticking to a side. You know what I mean? And I just feel like him flip flopping is like not helping ratings.
You got a couple more years, John.
I mean,
you're almost there.
It is what it be. It is what it be. They're not gonna fire him. That was a dumb prediction. But I mean, could you imagine?
Well,
no, they're not gonna get rid of Stephen A. Smith.
You have 2 or 3 more years for that.
They just paying him way too much money for the product he's putting out. I don't mean to be like that, but like he's one of the people that talks bad about somebody who makes a lot of money. So I have to give my critique. You know what I mean? So
him and Pat McAfee, I think, are too high.
Pat McAfee also needs to be taken down a notch or two. I don't know. You know what I mean? Give that guy way too much money.
I 100% agree about that.
And Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah, Dan. But that's the thing. Like
Dan hasn't been that bad in recent though.
He hasn't. But
he did have a bad. What was it? I think he had a bad last month.
Ty Simpson,
Mendoza, and Lamar Jackson.
Simpson over Mendoza.
That was bad.
When he's publicly he's attached to the same company, it's like, bro, what are we doing?
What big game has Mendoza played in that he balled out in? The national championship that was over weeks ago.
That was terrible.
That was bad.
But again, it's just like, as much as we sit here and say that these guys need to be taken down a notch, like they don't deserve to be voting for MVP, especially like when they're coming on to the show, like whatever show that they're having that day that they're running, and giving the absolute worst take possible.
Can I tell you who I would expand it to, Elijah?
Who?
Former MVPs or Hall of Famers. What about that? Too much?
It's tough because now you're sitting there giving
Patrick Beverley a vote. No. If we had a bunch of people that think like Patrick Beverley,
I mean, he talking like he got a vote. Why not give him a vote?
He does talk like he got a vote.
I mean, I'm not gonna say Patrick Beverley. I'm trying to think of like an MVP that just got it, like a Joel Embiid does not deserve a vote in the future.
Okay, I understand. I get that. I'm just saying if you've done it, you know what I mean. You know what it looks like. That's all I'm trying to say.
Imagine who Jordan would vote for.
I do think it should be a little more player centered though.
Okay.
Jordan would definitely go for SGA.
You think so? You think Jordan would vote SGA?
Yeah. SGA gets Jordan.
Yeah, he would.
Yes.
I like that too.
Jordan voted SGA, but like then you have somebody like KG who's gonna vote Jokic.
Yeah, I think Shaq will vote. Who is Shaq vote?
I think Shaq will go Jokic.
Yeah, I think Jokic will one be. He's gonna vote big man for sure. The question is,
that's what I'm saying. You see how we already can tell like some of these players are still going to be biased just because
some of them. But I mean, at the same time, I would like to hear their takes behind their vote. You know what I mean? I would like to hear how Shaq, because he's been critical of centers at times, so he might not even go center here. He might go.
Rudy Gobert, yes.
What'd you say?
If your name's Rudy Gobert and Joel Embiid, absolutely.
Absolutely. That's where I'm. You know what I mean?
He also did have the thing against Jokic for a little bit. Yeah, I can see that.
Well, to be fair, hear me out. he was done to like that's what happened to him. Until he won, people questioned him, and people outright players questioned him. And
Also, yeah,
it's a rite of passage. I don't know.
also,
In his
I
mind,
didn't know who the Pistons head coach was for a little bit as well. So
Ooh.
remember, he says I don't watch Detroit basketball. I don't watch them enough to know that.
To be
like,
fair, was that not the same year that the Pistons fired whatchamacallit for Doc Rivers, or where did Doc Rivers? No, that was Milwaukee. Never mind.
I think that was last year. I think that was
last year.
last year when the Pistons, the same year the Pistons faced the Knicks in the playoffs. That was when they had their surge of like them actually going to make the playoffs for
Oh yeah. My
you
bad.
kind of told on yourself there, buddy.
I do remember that. Yeah, you kind of told on yourself there, buddy. That's funny.
Yep. So hey, next up, let's talk about some news in the West. Yeah, the Lakers, they had the worst luck this past week. Not only do you lose Luka Doncic to I believe, a calf strain, and he'll be out for several weeks.
Hamstring tear.
Hamstring tear. There you go. A hamstring tear, which he's right now in Spain looking at several options to get that sorted out. Also, Austin Reeves, you lose to an oblique injury. So yeah, right around playoff time. I think there's 3 or 4 games left in the season for everybody. And now
he went to Spain to get it fixed.
He went to Spain to get a second opinion.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, my bad. Sorry about that. That's cool though. That's cool.
I mean, he played for Barcelona, so
makes sense. Oh, makes sense. Good doctors.
Yep. So yeah, it looks like the Lakers look like they could potentially be first round exits because we don't know what a 41-year-old LeBron James can do with someone like Rui Hachimura, Jackson Hayes, and DeAndre Ayton, who JJ Redick was very, very critical on, along with other players last night. DeAndre Ayton can't catch a ball. Other players were not doing the right assignments, etc., which they put a whole highlight reel of DeAndre Ayton missing catches, which was absolutely crazy.
Oh my God! Do we think? You think Redick's gonna stay with the Lakers? You think they're gonna?
I think he's
not going anywhere. Redick's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere. All right, cool. That's what's up.
Keep going in a year or two.
That's where I'm nervous about it. I'm nervous because no offense, he's calling out players. You know what I mean? But at the same time, LeBron likes him, right? So like.
Are we sitting here seriously saying that Redick's a bad coach and that he's going to get?
No, I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I'm just saying he's called out players. So like
for the roster, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying he's a bad coach at all.
They're still winning. They won.
They are winning. They are winning.
Back-to-back years.
He's doing with a bad roster. So I mean, who's not playing defense?
I'm like, how is he going to get scapegoated if they're winning? What?
Well, they've also had a first-round exit last year with almost the same roster.
A first-round exit is not, but they still made the playoffs.
I don't think you should get fired. Let me just say this.
First-round exit as a 3 seed. That seems a little problematic.
Were they healthy?
They have
Luka was injured, I think,
and yeah, someone else was injured.
I think LeBron was also injured as well. But
like, I'm not making the case he should be fired. I'm making the case that he's called out his players multiple times.
I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, but
and that's what coaches do, right? That's what coaches do. I'm just saying
he's doing a good job. But I just don't trust the roster, and I think that it will fail him, not the other way around.
True, I agree.
I mean, that is fair to say. It's just like what, like I'm just confused at your scapegoat comment. Like, what is he getting scapegoated for?
Like, if the roster doesn't have that potential of maybe like a 3rd round appearance or maybe even 2nd round appearance, like consistently.
I think LA somewhat is toxic though, so I think the fans would do something, but I don't think
LA should. I think that the Lakers, the Eagles.
We're talking about the fans.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And we can talk about all of this where it's just like, something goes wrong, it doesn't go their way immediately. Fire the coach, get him out of here. Something's got to change. Like it's those are the areas it's like that, and it's just
that's why I said that. Yeah,
pointless.
They did it to Luke.
Although in the case of the Eagles, they should fire their head coach. That's a horrible offensive.
I mean, Sirianni's not that good, but like, are we really sitting like Sirianni did win a Super Bowl? So
yeah, it's just that they make him use his playbook. You know what I mean?
Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl. They canned his ass 2-3 years later.
Ooh, but we'll see. We'll see how the new offensive coordinator looks.
Philly. So
my bad.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, we'll see for the Lakers. It looks like a potential 1st round exit because I think they're looking to face. It looks like their 1st round matchup potentially will be the Rockets.
That's a good matchup for them, though.
That's a good matchup, though, Phil.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the first
If you want
round.
to face anyone in the first round, it's the Rockets because they have been up and down as well. It's been, yeah.
Katie's been doing its thing, but
Yeah, if anybody's been more inconsistent than
the Magic.
Yeah, it's the Rockets.
Which I don't even think they're that. The Rockets aren't even that bad. So, yeah, I would love for the. If I'm the Lakers, I want to see the Rockets for sure.
Yep, because I think the Timberwolves, and Edwards would torch this Lakers defense.
And Edwards.
What?
Anthony Edwards is hurt.
I thought he was back already. No, he didn't return like a game ago.
No.
Oh, I thought he was back already. I knew he was still out. I thought he came back last game.
No, he's still out.
Oh well, heal up then. Okay, well, so yeah, it looks like
I don't know. Yeah,
the Nuggets have the 3 seed, the Lakers have the 4, then the Rockets have the 5. Everything else, it looks like it's out of play. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty much who gets the 3, 4, 5 seed. So yeah, and also I don't think the Nuggets will drop by the Lakers. So it looks like the Lakers are pretty much certain for the 4 or the 5 seed. So the Rockets and Lakers will be battling for that home court advantage in their series, pretty much.
I think the Lakers are gonna get home court advantage because I think they're stuck at 3.
Yeah.
Or are they at 4 now?
They're 4. Yeah, the Nuggets just jumped them.
Can you zoom in a little bit on your screen because it's very small on the streamer?
Also, the Lakers and the Rockets have the same record, and I think.
Elijah, let me ask you this question though. Hear me out. What do you think about like playoff seeding losses? Like you're not tanking for picks, you're tanking for a spot. Dependent, like what I'm saying is like if you need to lose 2 more games to go from 3 to 4 because you rather play the 4 and the 5. You know what I mean? Versus the 3 and the 6. Would you do that?
It's still tanking. It's manipulation.
It's still tanking. It's manipulation. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
The league's not going to look at it like that because, hey, man, you're in the playoffs. That's all they care about.
Big fans. And those teams should be punished.
Like
but I think all teams should be punished for any form of tanking or manipulation. But that's just me.
That's a great point.
Over here, the Lakers and the Rockets have the same record. And, yeah, I think the Lakers have the tiebreaker. But with the last couple of games for the Lakers, who did they play? They played the Warriors today with Steph. I think Steph Curry's out, though. The Lakers have the Warriors, Suns, and the Jazz.
How is – wait. Steph's out too? I thought Steph literally has been back.
They're sitting him out today.
Oh, they're sitting him. Okay.
Yeah, no. Steph back Sunday against the Rockets, but they're sitting him out today. Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Probably precaution.
Oh, tanking. Yeah.
No. The Warriors are locked into 10.
Okay, got you. Got you.
Pretty much precaution for the play-in.
Is he going to play it at all for the end of the season, or is he shut down?
I think he'll probably play again, but
yeah,
he doesn't need to play.
Got you. Yeah.
They're locked into 10, so you can rest them until that play-in game.
Yeah. And then the Rockets have the Sixers, Wolves, and Grizzlies. So yeah, that battle for the home court advantage for the 4-5 matchup, that could be very, very interesting. But can the Lakers hold on until the playoffs with just LeBron and others, with no Luka and Austin? That's gonna be the biggest question. I think the Rockets do jump the Lakers in the seeding, though. It all depends.
I don't think that home court is going to make that big of a difference, though. So
I would agree. I agree on that.
So, also as of right now, not much to move around with the Western Conference. OKC and San Antonio has the 1st and 2nd seed locked up. It's pretty much the 3, 4, 5, and then everything 6 and down is already locked up. So yeah, it's pretty much the 3, 4, 5 seed that are pretty much up for grabs for the Western Conference.
6 and down is locked. Yep, they are locked.
Yep, and then 1 through 2. So yeah, pretty much this is middle area for.
I think the Clippers and the Blazers are the only 2 that can shift at this point. But
yeah, and maybe Suns if they win 3, lose 3, whatever. But
no, the Suns are at 80 games.
Oh yeah,
at 80. Except the Warriors are not.
Yep.
But the Blazers hold it. That's why the Warriors are locked at 10. So if the Clippers lose 2 and the Blazers win 2, that's the only way that the Blazers overtake them. I don't think the Blazers have the tiebreaker.
Yep.
So
yep, pretty much this.
I thought the Lakers were locked at 3. I didn't look at the standings post last night.
Yeah, because I know the Nuggets were like a game and a half behind when Luka went down. So yeah, they caught up.
Oh, yeah, play basketball.
Yeah,
Man, it is what it is. Shout out. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
I don't know.
Somebody
Let
else?
me shut up.
Let's talk about the East. There's a lot more things that can move around in the East. The Pistons secured the number 1 seed, and I believe the Celtics and Knicks for the 2 and 3. I think just one win for the Celtics pretty much locks up the second. So safe to say that could be already locked up. So it's pretty much between this for the top 6 seeds, the Knicks and Cavs. The Cavs are 1 game or half a game behind the Knicks for the 3 seed. Now, as Knicks fans, what do y'all want going into the playoffs?
I mean, I don't.
Sixers,
I'd
seven.
rather the. You know what's funny? I'm gonna shut up because John wanted to attack my fandom yesterday. So John,
No, I accept you as a New York fan.
No.
You attack my fandom.
We're
You
gonna
said
talk.
I'm from Jersey.
We're gonna talk about it at the end. But go ahead.
Okay, fine. Well, we gotta talk about it at the end. Go ahead.
We're gonna talk about it at the end of the pod. Go ahead.
Who would I rather play? Orlando or?
What seed do you want? Do you want the 3 seed or the 4 seed?
I mean, you want the 3 seed, but do I want to play Toronto again and see the former, Knicks? I mean, I think Orlando's been playing worse, so I'd rather play Orlando personally. But that's just me. I don't know. I don't care who we play. I
think
just really want to focus on the first round.
Either matchup.
I'd probably go Orlando though. I mean, they've been playing worse overall, but I mean, there's Toronto's also. I mean, I don't know. You got quickly got a couple different things. It's either or. It's you're picking your poison. Doesn't really matter who you play. You just got to win the series.
Yeah, I think you guys should win the matchup 5 or 6 games either way.
And then you got the second seed where you either go probably Boston, or if it's the 4, then you play Detroit.
Yep.
So I mean,
yep.
If in terms of that, I probably want. Honestly, this is going to be horrible, but I probably want Detroit so I could see Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. If we're being honest, I'd rather see Boston in the East Conference Finals. I mean, I want to see Boston regardless. We'll probably see them in the second round, but Boston in the East Conference Finals would be a cooler playoff ending to see who goes to the playoffs, either us or you.
Yeah.
Elijah, what do you think? What would you rather?
I got no thoughts, man.
You don't have any thoughts? Come on, bro. Why you gotta be like that?
Also, Elijah, I'll ask you something better that's more suited for you. How do you feel about the Hornets as a 9th seed?
Hey, man, they can get all the way up to 5.
That's true. It's close.
Ain't nobody locked in the East.
Nobody's locked, sure.
Yeah, I think that obviously outside of the top teams in the East, the Pistons, Celtics, Knicks, and Cavs, I think the Hornets out of the lower seeds can make the most noise.
I like the Hawks as well. Had some talks with my boy about them. Just how electric they have been with what's his name at the top, Jalen Johnson leading the charge. So not Jalen Johnson. What's the dude's name?
Sorry, it went out for a second.
Oh, my connection went out. Sorry, I was saying I think the Hawks would still make a lot of noise. With who's the guy that they got at the head right now?
Jalen Johnson.
It is Jalen Johnson.
You're right. Yeah.
As I'm not watching Hawks that much, so I can't talk about it. But he's been saying that they've been really electric. So, I think that they might be able to make a lot of noise out of the lower seeds. But regardless, I don't think that the Hawks, if they see Cleveland first round, I think they could beat Cleveland. Because I just, as I've been watching Cleveland's soft. I don't like them. But don't matter who they run into the first round. Second round, they're getting smoked by Detroit. I think Detroit.
Because I think the Hawks, they've had let me see something quick. Yeah, ever since trading for CJ McCollum, I think they've had the best offensive defensive rating in the league.
Yeah, they've been playing well. So I've heard. I don't watch Hawks basketball. Can I also be honest? I haven't watched that much actual basketball recently. So yeah.
You're good. You're busy. You get it.
No, I'm not busy. It's just basketball. It's not my taste right now.
Passion.
Okay.
But yeah,
So yeah. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is cutting in and out. My apologies.
Very good.
You're good. But yeah, man, I can't wait for the playoffs. You know, just gonna go to Buffalo Wild Wings a couple times, watch some games. You know, enjoy.
Nice.
I think we lost Phil officially.
Did we lose Phil? Shit. No, he's still there. Phil, you hear us or what?
It's like stopping, going, stopping, going, stopping, going.
Do you want to leave? Come back real quick.
I don't think that'll
Yeah.
help.
Oh,
Oh,
actually,
okay.
hold on. Let me see. Because our internet's connected. Wi-Fi is connected.
You're fine on mine, Phil. I mean, you're a little choppy, but you're fine on mine. I don't know.
It's like, you know, the service, the connection is.
Yeah, Verizon and upstate New York is like wilding.
He's gone now. But yeah, as far as like I said, the playoffs go, I'm just excited to see everything happen.
Oh yeah, me too.
Let's talk about since we're here. I don't know if Phil's not here. Oh, he's back. But let's talk about the argument that we had yesterday and how my fandom got attacked.
Okay.
I'm trying to wait for him to come back. Let me remove this one. Did it just remove itself? My laptop is acting up now. Okay, bro, my bad. We didn't even see your comment. Is he back? It's not popping up on my screen right now.
He's not popping on mine either.
Okay. My whole thing just started acting up. But let's talk about how my fandom got attacked yesterday, man. So me and John were having a little discussion about people who united a city. And my argument is that in 2007, I'm not necessarily. Well, no. We had another friend who's been on the pod before, Javi. He's talked about plenty of times about.
Let me just say, this conversation went roller coaster. We went all over the place with this.
I don't think we did. I think you were just missing the point I was trying to make.
Okay, cool.
That was the issue. So, like, the point I was trying to make was, Javi was talking about people that have made, what did he say? United a city, right?
Okay, yeah. And I mean, I think there are different definitions with that, but okay.
There are different definitions, but let's go to what we were talking about. So he's talking about current players that were uniting a city. And, like, you know, we were talking about there was a list dropped, the top 25 or top 25.
It was the top 10 New York.
Top 10 New York athletes, right? And we all know all sports are not created equal. And it's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. So because all sports are not created equal, we are sitting here looking at Aaron Judge or Jalen Brunson, or I'm trying to think of, but like we're looking at them before we
Stewart. Well, it was New York icons again. This is kind of like I don't want to be like a trap list, but like this list gets dropped every 6 months.
Yeah,
that's what. Yeah.
Okay. But like the conversation was, you know, currently who like are the top athletes in New York, and like we're gonna sit here and talk about. I forgot her name. What was it, Sarah Filler?
Sure. Well, that's what Phil's pick is. Yeah, this is.
Yeah. Again, we're just saying, you know, we. It's not like we don't appreciate, you know, what she's done for her sport, because you know she is who she is in her sport. She is. I think he said she was the rookie of the year. Sure.
Yeah, she was rookie of the year, and she led the women's hockey in points. She was tied with women's hockey in points. That's what Phil's argument was over Jackson Dart.
Like, don't get me wrong. That's great right there. But like, again, all sports aren't created equal. Like, do you watch women's hockey, John?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I've started watching it this year. It just started last year.
You name every single team in that league.
I can't name every single team. There's like 8 teams.
Okay.
It just started.
You can't even name every team.
I can name Sounders. That's why I
watch. Viewers on here, and I can tell you right now, none of them can name all 8 teams in women's hockey.
Well, yeah, it just started last year. I understand what you're saying. You're saying it's not as popular as other big sports that have been here for years.
Yeah.
NFL over 50 years, NBA over 50 years, MLB over 100 years. Of course, I get that. But at the same time, like we can't disqualify. Yeah, popularity versus resume. That's what it also went to. Phil's point was that the resume that she had was bigger than Jackson Dart's resume, and that's completely separate. And we went over that on how we think one season can completely change that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Here's my point.
Okay.
The conversation went to somehow we were talking about a city being united, right?
Sure.
My point is that I think Javi said there's like one athlete in New York that united a city or is uniting a city, and he's talking about current athletes.
Sure.
John brought up former athletes that he felt like united a city.
Sure.
Now, his argument had names such as Lawrence Taylor, a lot of great. Lawrence Taylor, David Wright, Curtis Martin, Eli, Patrick Ewing, Carmelo Anthony was in there. There's another name that I'm forgetting.
I named a bunch of. I could have said Mike Piazza. I could have said, you know what I mean. I mean, maybe he wasn't on there, but I mean, I named a lot of old names.
But like you named a lot of the OGs, and like I respect a lot of. I respect the history. I respect everything that he did. But for one, we can't sit here and say like, oh yeah, they super united the city and everything. We weren't here for that. We weren't alive.
But like a lot of us
Lawrence Taylor, we weren't alive.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Just because you weren't alive doesn't mean it didn't happen. If a tree falls in the woods, did it fall? Did it make a sound, or did it say nothing? It was.
Did it make a sound?
It made a sound, dog. It's always made a sound.
Who heard it?
Just because you weren't there to watch it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
How do we know that it made a sound?
Because it did, dog. It made a sound. I'm telling you.
Are we talking about trees though?
Yeah, I went to the tree debate of he made the thing of Lawrence Taylor. We weren't here for that. We don't know. That's why there are pictures. That's why there are accounts. That's why you talk to fans. That's what unites people. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so that's that. That is what it is. But my Knicks fandom got attacked because I said Lawrence Taylor, Eli. I'm not even Patrick Ewing and David Wright. Those were the two names I really said did not unite the city. I also said Eli because I don't think he really did.
Okay, well, this is where it gets to my point, but go ahead.
And his point was, because I was a Hornets fan and a Mavs fan, I can't speak on New York sports.
And who are you?
Also a Patriots fan apparently too.
In 2008, you were in for the Patriots. So no offense, I don't. Yeah, on this, I don't think.
Hold on 1 second, Dad. You're a Giants fan, right? Did you go to that Super Bowl parade in 08?
Did he have work?
No.
Did he have work?
No.
I went. You took the day off. It's all right.
You called that a work?
I mean, I called that a school. I was in 7th grade. Hell yeah. My dad called that a work. He was a Jets fan. I mean, it is what it is.
Well, I don't see it.
It's a matter of perception on who cares. You know what I mean?
24.
I'm arguing. The argument right now is that about New York athletes that united a city, right?
That united the city?
Yes. Do you think Lawrence Taylor united the city?
Do I think he united the city? No, I think he united the Giants.
Thank you. Do you think Curtis Martin united the city?
No, he gave the Jets a serious run.
What about David Wright?
No.
Well, wasn't that Patrick Ewing?
No. Because if Patrick Ewing would have united the city, the Knicks would have won their championship.
I mean,
I
massively disagree. I think playoffs and championships unite cities. I think they bring people together. Okay. I think that's how much.
Hold. Let me just answer a simple question.
Go ahead.
Simple question.
How you doing, sir?
The Knicks.
How you doing?
Playing in the championship.
Yeah.
They had to win the last game.
Yeah.
John Starks. What happened?
Did he miss? I think he missed.
He missed a whole bunch of shots.
He missed a whole bunch of shots?
If he was standing in front of it.
Wait, say that one more time.
No, I said John Starks. What happened to him?
Because I was really young, so I mean, I remember watching this game, but I don't.
You don't remember? He missed basically almost every shot he took.
Yeah,
he couldn't hit the barn if he was standing in front of it.
Sure. Yeah.
We're talking about uniting the city.
Yeah.
They won that championship. Yes.
Okay.
Everybody was behind him, and
okay.
He couldn't guarantee. He couldn't deliver.
Can I ask you a question though?
Go ahead.
You just said everyone was behind them, huh?
The Knicks.
Oh, so you said everyone was behind the Knicks.
Yes.
And they didn't win, but everyone was behind them.
But guess what? There's still a bunch of Knicks fans. I wasn't a Knicks fan, and I'm still not a Knicks fan. I'm a fan of the Nets.
I
Who
don't blame
started
you.
here on Long Island, who are now in Brooklyn.
Sure.
Okay, I go way back with them because I remember when Dr. J played for them when they
I
used
love
to
the
play
history.
college
Oh, yeah.
team.
When they were the best.
Love the history. Hell yeah.
So that's when I became a fan of theirs because I was a little boy practicing, playing with them when they used to practice at the United States Merchant Marine Academy.
Hell yeah.
So
That's awesome.
oh yeah, see, when I was a little kid running around up there, they're practicing and I'm playing around with them.
Hell
That's
yeah.
when I was a Nets fan.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a fan of theirs when they moved to New Jersey and couldn't win garbage.
Yeah, I feel that.
They're in Brooklyn and they still can't win, but I'm still a fan of theirs.
True. I hear that.
Just like John and the Knicks. So,
Just like the Giants. The Giants had their heydays. I was a fan. When
I
they
get that.
stunk and they couldn't win a game, when they had Fran Tarkenton as a quarterback and couldn't win a game, I was a Giants fan. They got
that.
I don't know who they have now, but I don't think he's the answer, but I'm still a Giants fan.
You gotta watch these games, sir. I'm telling you. I was at the Eagles game this year. Nobody had a doubt. Halftime, I almost got into a fight in the bathroom. Somebody, because the Giants were close. I'm being serious. It's weird. Eagles fans were mad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. As long as they can be mad. No offense. That unites me. No, I don't mean to be like that, but I hear you. That's a great point. I'll take that into account. Hell yeah.
Okay. But no, I don't believe that certain teams will bring the community together, but they do not unite the whole state.
Oh, I think if you bring a community together, you unite people.
Buffalo, who's part of New York, hasn't won a Super Bowl.
It's true. It's true.
They went there. They did something no one else has done. They went there 4 times in a row.
Lost. Exactly. Hell yeah, they did. Hell yeah. That's what I agree with you. Hell yeah.
So those you can't tell those fans up in Buffalo that their team isn't the best.
That's right. I try to, but they're still united.
Win.
You
know, they got robbed a few times since then with Brian Allen when they played the Chiefs. They got robbed.
That's
when they played Denver last year, they got robbed. Oh. So
I'm with you.
Josh Allen robbed them. Yeah.
Hey, what?
I don't think they got robbed.
Josh Allen robbed them.
I think I got a little. I mean, the flags. I'm just saying the NFL. You're right, sir. The NFL needs to work on their officials to a point.
So wait, are there certain athletes that did unite New York City?
There's certain athletes that brought, I'll say, communities together, but I don't think they united the whole city because even Knicks fans did not like the Giants.
Sure.
Also, so no one you can name?
So no one united New York City. That's what we're saying.
I'm saying that they will unite a community.
Got you.
But
That's
not
the
city.
Got you.
You know, if they united the city, why are the Giants playing in New Jersey? Why would we build a stadium here in New York?
Well, taxes. You know what I mean? You don't want to pay them taxes.
Hey, they were playing at Yankee Stadium. Yankee Stadium is sitting there doing nothing right now.
Yeah, I know. Well, they preserved it.
We can convert it.
That'd be cool. I think the Yankee that's honestly how you make Yankee Stadium better, and I agree with you. Because I think you're right. Sometimes it just sits there and it's almost like a mall, and like it would be insane to just flip fields. You know what I mean? And to have the Giants in New York, in the Bronx, that'd be awesome. I totally agree with you. I just the reason why they're in Jersey, and I mean, no offense, but it's just the market. You know what I mean? Like you got all of Jersey, you got Long Island, you got upstate New York, and you got the city. All can get to that one place. You know what I mean? So, I hear your points, and they're great.
But when the Jets played at Chase Stadium, everybody could get there.
You cut off the Jersey market. I'm just saying.
Trains. They got trains to stop.
I mean, they do. You got to take 2 different
How do you
trains.
cut off the Jersey market if New Yorkers can get to Long Island? If New Yorkers can get to Jersey, why can't Jersey or
Get to Long Island? I hate to tell you this, but Long Island is. I got family on Long Island. I love Long Island, but it's a tough commute, I would say.
Oh,
going to New Jersey because that George Washington Bridge is
I
killing.
feel you. We have horrible traffic too. Drivers here can't drive. I'll give you that. We're horrible. I'm just we put in the middle of the swamp. You know what I mean? So hopefully people know that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Hell yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, yeah. So players like Jalen Brunson and Aaron Judge wouldn't unite a city today.
Brunson disappears to me when he's counted on.
Oh no.
I don't think so.
I think so because what he makes stupid fouls. When he's counted on, he needs to play smarter.
Play
So
smarter. Okay.
He has to play. All right, I'm gonna. This is my opinion.
Okay, let's get it.
I'm watching the game. I'm like, okay, your Knicks are within 2 points.
Yeah.
He's a good free throw shooter or a good 3-point shooter. We need him now. Yet he's sitting on the bench because he's committed stupid fouls.
True.
So,
True. I hear you.
You know, when I need you on the court. I don't need you sitting on the bench waiting to come in the last 2 minutes when the game is out of reach, trying to pull us back in it.
Facts.
When we're close, we're right there. I need you on the floor. So
not flopping, yes.
They do got to do better game management with that. They do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm honestly, I mean, this is a Jersey take. I'm sorry, but Cat from Central Jersey, I would like nothing more than for him to win a championship. Oh my God. If Cat won a championship, that'd be crazy.
You're gonna have to wait for that. So I mean,
I know that we'll probably have to wait, but
yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns. Oh, that dude's lit.
You don't really want mine.
Yeah. Also, how do you feel about Aaron Judge? Do you think he has a better New York resume than Jalen Brunson?
What do you say?
How do you feel about Aaron Judge? Do you think he has a better
You're crazy right now,
resume
Phil, asking this question.
Aaron Judge?
Brunson? No.
Aaron Judge have a better resume than Brunson. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I think
That's right. You're right.
because he made the championship, but
Who?
Aaron Judge.
But he didn't win. At this point, he didn't win.
Okay, but
He has 3 MVPs.
what was his stats in the World Series?
I mean, he's
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I mean, Aaron Judge does have 3 MVPs, and he actually made to the World Series.
Let's look at Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson was Mr. October.
Derek Jeter too.
True.
Reggie Jackson, they were afraid to pitch to him.
Yeah.
Well,
That's such a good point, though. I guess nobody can really unite the city because we all, in a sense, there's always another team. There's always, I mean, so yeah.
There's going to be arguments about it one way or the other, but
yeah,
you can unite them for I'll say a minute.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, it only takes a minute. It's a moment in time.
A moment, that's it. But after that moment is gone.
Yeah. After that, after the Giants beat the Patriots, realistically, it was only like 15, like 2 days, 3 days, and then yeah, you're right, 1,000%. Because you're right, it's only for a moment. But I mean, that's what I was counting on. I was counting on the moment. But
plus, they're New York fans. I'm a Boston fan, so
okay,
balances out here.
He's a New York hater. It is what it is.
No, because I was saying with the whole Judge and Brunson thing. Judge, I think, does have a better resume. At least he has MVPs and a World Series appearance to show for. Brunson doesn't have. He just has a Clutch Player of the Year award. That's it. And he has one Eastern Conference Final run and one Western Conference Final run. So I mean, if you compare those two resumes, Judge should hopefully have the better one. Like,
barely with the MVPs. I hear you. He needs a World Series. As a Yankee, that's a Yankee. He needs a World Series, Phil. He's a Yankee.
I mean, yeah, he does. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing that. But I'm saying compared to someone who has a lack of a resume like Brunson as a Knick, it's
no. But if they both retired today, the question of who is a more of a disappointment, would you not give it a Judge because he didn't win a World Series? Over Jalen Brunson, who didn't win a finals because he's a Knick? I mean, no offense.
No, because we kind of expect Brunson not to win as a Knick because of the Knicks' history. So yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That would be the bigger disappointment.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree with you on that.
Okay, cool. That's what's up.
Like earlier, we weren't agreeing, but
yeah, I know. Well, I think you got to play more than 32 games, Phil. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So yeah, hey, shout out for your dad for coming through.
Yo, yeah, shout out for your dad, Elijah. That was lit.
But like I said, uniting a city, especially like in New York, is way harder to do just because we always have another team on the other side.
Yep.
So,
Sure, I'll give you that.
2 NBA, 3 NFL, well, 2 NFL, and then like you guys have 2 hockey teams as well.
I'll give it 3 NHL. Jack Hughes with.
3 NHL. Sorry.
I'm gonna be like that.
Oh no, Buffalo. You guys don't call Buffalo, so no.
Just for that one thing.
You guys don't call Buffalo for the Bills. Don't call.
Yeah, but we're like an hour away versus 6.5 hours.
So you guys do count Buffalo as you guys New York?
Not really, but you know.
I mean, Buffalo's New York, but it's not New York.
Let other people say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, so I mean, strictly for NYC, what, like 2 teams for it? MLB,
yeah, I'm just talking about this area, but I hear you.
Yeah, MLB, NBA, NHL, all 2.
That's valid, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
NHL's 3 is kind of crazy though. That's not talked about
The
enough.
Islanders are already eliminated. The Rangers
Yeah.
are close to elimination.
But you
And
can't
the
count the
Sabres-
Islanders either if you don't count Jersey.
They have the Devils.
No, okay. You know, I get that. And what I'm saying is, like, if you don't count Jersey as a New York team, you can't count the Islanders
Why not?
because they're not on New York.
They literally play on Long Island.
Yeah, they play on Long Island, but that's not New York City. It's NYC.
It's
New York
not
City.
NYC. It's New York.
Well, now
Well, it
it's
said NYC in the graphic. That's why it said that.
Everybody.
I hear you. That's why.
But also, I do think Sarah Fellow does deserve her respect because from earlier.
She's good. She had a good year.
She can get her respect. She can get all the respect she needs. But the issue is, sports are not created equal.
Yeah, Dart's only on there because of popularity, not because of the actual resume.
Dart's
So
not even on
we
there.
agree on that.
Dart would be on there for popularity as your thing, but like if Dart goes to the playoffs, I do believe like he would be a top 5 New York, right? A playoff quarterback would be in the top 5
Top 5?
I don't know if it'd be top
of that
5.
list.
Top 10. Top 10.
Because
think
you still have to take into account, like, we still have Aaron Judge. We still have Lindor. We still have Soto. We still got Neighbors.
Yeah.
We still got, like,
I'm just saying let's say he makes a deep finals run. Like let's say what he does what Drake May did this year.
Face the
A
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl loss.
Yeah.
Do you put him in the top 5?
no, that's not enough.
Okay, I got you. Just wondering.
I think top 10.
Definitely top 10, of course, but like, do you put him above Neighbors? No, I don't know. Maybe Neighbors is good. I gotta see what he does next year.
Question. I wouldn't put him above Neighbors.
Neighbors
Okay,
already has some accolades. Like, did he get most receptions in a season last year? His rookie year?
I don't think so.
I
I'll
think
look it up.
it's close to that. But yeah,
We'll look it up for you, no doubt.
yeah, because I think
He's
Jackson.
a very good player. I don't think we should take him off the list. I'm just saying, like,
I agree with that. But I'm saying like, there's no one resume that you would put above him. He would go above on that list.
don't make me pull up the list, but I hear you.
The only person that people are taking off is Sarah, just because they don't know about her or they don't know about the sport.
Accolades. You mean this
You
year?
can
I
name
agree with that.
She has the better resume. She's actually
You
done
mean
more
this
than
year? I
Dart.
agree with that.
It's her name's only getting taken off the list because of no one watches that sport or in that area. So
And that's the point. Like, sports are not created equal. So how's she a top athlete?
True, but championships are pretty.
I think substance over
Okay.
popularity.
I know. I literally watched the CHSAA girls win a championship. They won a championship. Why are they like none of them on the top 10 list? So they just won a championship.
For the what? The CA what?
Catholic High School Association.
Okay, it's a high school team, but I hear you.
But still, like, how
We're talking about professional athletes, but I hear you. No doubt. I mean,
wasn't created equal? Championships matter. Like, why are they not?
in the terms of professional, sure. If they're well, also no offense, I don't mean to come for Long Island, but did you know they play separate states?
Oh, because
they won the state championship.
Oh, because
Yeah, no, but Long Island plays separate. Well, at least in football, they play separate.
I'm talking about they
someone
won
from upstate New York.
all of New York State. They played a team from upstate. They played
Where they play from upstate. That's what I need to know.
oh,
They
because
played some years from upstate.
I'm guessing from this
Well, at
list.
least their football, they play separate championships. They have two different state champions.
Well, probably because based off this top 10 list, names matter more than accolades. I'm guessing. So
Yes.
yeah, popularity and name brand value matter more about accolades. I'm guessing that's off of that conversation. That's why they're not on there.
Yes. I mean, it's a good point, but
Because
I'm not saying why they aren't on the list. I'm saying, like, why if championships matter, why aren't they posted on billboards everywhere?
No.
Like,
I'm saying championships should matter at a professional level. You know what I mean? Like if we're talking like relevancy, we're talking, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just
a popular non-winner is going to go over there higher than a unknown winner.
anyways, my fandom got attacked because I wasn't a Knicks fan. When I didn't even bring up any Knicks, I said that Jeremy Lin was iconic. United States.
You did say iconic. I'm just saying
How
I
long were you
think
a Patriots fan?
iconic
That's the question.
and unifying go together. I
How long
think
was I a Patriots fan?
Yeah.
Probably 2-3 years. Again, I was a Michael Vick guy.
that's what I like Michael Vick.
That was
too.
my guy. Once he went to prison, I think was 06.
Yeah, close to that.
I was a Patriots fan from then. So 2 years, just about. And then I was also a Vince Young guy as well because I like mobile quarterbacks because
Yeah,
that's
like
what
that.
I looked up to. But
They did
yeah.
so
Brethren.
Tennessee. You don't think? So?
Unfortunately, I was a Patriots fan for a little bit of time. Yes.
Gotcha. So wait, were you a Patriots fan first, or were your team before that? Was the Patriots your first official NFL team you liked?
Yeah.
Michael Vick. Though.
I mean, if you want to say a team, like it would have been the Falcons then, because I was watching Vic.
Yeah.
Like it was him, Warwick Dunn, John Abraham was my favorite.
There you go, John Abraham. Hell yeah, you know you're playing. Hell yeah.
Like this is when Roddy White was down there.
Yeah, Roddy White was there.
Algie Crumpler was the tight end.
Yeah.
I remember this team. Like,
oh yeah, the starting lineup back and forth. He must have. Oh my god.
Like you can sit here and say I was probably a Falcons fan first, technically.
Technically, yeah.
But once, like I said, Vic went away. He was the best quarterback in the game. Brady, he's slinging that hoe. I'm watching him in awe.
You got to watch.
Patriots fan. He get Randy Moss. They go undefeated. I'm all over the Patriots. They lose to the Giants. That was a really good year. Crash out and become a Jets fan.
That was a good year.
Villain story. Villain arc. Oh, but hey. So hey, yeah, that was a nice ending. Sorry about the Wi-Fi troubles, but besides that was a nice ending to the pod.
That was a nice ending to the pod.
Yeah, man.
So hey, WrestleMania is next weekend, I believe. So yeah, we'll be dropping our predictions for that.
I'll probably be available for the Sunday watch, not the Saturday watch.
What's up, Javi?
Yeah, what are you doing right now?
You're always welcome if you ever want to come on. You already with us enough.
Always bad timing.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Javi. I beat him in our NBA championship this year.
Oh, jeez.
Happy to have another W over Javi.
You really gonna bring that up? Wow.
Absolutely. Every time. It's personal, that's why. It's a rivalry.
Oh, it's too personal. It's so good, though.
Him and Javi are very personal. I don't know.
It's such a good rivalry, but it's a little too personal.
It's lopsided, too. But
it's not regular.
That's not.
It is lopsided as well. I won't lie about that.
It is pretty lopsided.
I don't know if it's that lopsided. I hear you.
No, it's very lopsided.
In relevancy of like what I consider they're going to be friends for.
Well, if we want to count it out, since I'll count it out. Let's see.
How much we got here?
Patriots are better than the Giants.
That's one bet, but I hear you. That was a bet, right? Identify your bets versus championships.
Gotcha. So, 2 NFL bets.
Okay.
See, the Patriots beating the Giants in the regular season, and the Cowboys having a better season than the Giants. That's 2.
Okay.
See, the Patriots did better than the Giants. If you want to count that, up to you.
We're not counting that.
I beat him. I first rounded him when he was number 1 seed in fantasy football.
I'll count that.
Thank you. 2-1 in the regular season versus him in the basketball league.
Damn, I'll count that. So it's what, 2 more?
I mean, 2-1. Okay, that's not.
Yeah.
I'll get one to Javi with just 2 regular season wins. So 3.
Also beat him in the fantasy basketball championship.
Shit, 6.
Also won the WNBA fantasy league last year. Where both were in.
7-3. Javi, you got any more wins?
This is giving me like a KD Braun type of thing, where it's not so one-sided.
It's not so one-sided, but it is 7-3.
Acknowledge like this guy is here. So
you're definitely leaning, Phil, no doubt. 7-3. You got another bet.
It's one-sided if you're up like 20.
What are we asking if it counts? I'm being the judge.
Also, if you want to count sports teams,
I think it's like a 1/3, honestly. We're not counting sports teams.
We're not counting sports teams, just strictly like fantasy.
Strictly bets or beating 1v1.
You could also talk about arguments in the chat, but like.
Now, personally, I don't want to say that because I want to be biased, but you guys can choose.
In the chat. So I feel like we can all admit we've been wrong. We can all admit we've been right. Right?
True.
No.
Okay, cool.
I think, like me personally, I definitely lose way more arguments.
Okay.
So I can't sit here and say I won any argument.
That's not.
What do you mean you didn't win no arguments?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just go in there and I just argue. I don't sit here and say I win an argument. It's not
arguments. Okay.
It's not at that point. I think you do win arguments, or I think you have great points that I don't think you capitalize on more than other people do. But arguments don't count. Arguments are just.
Javi, unfortunately, it is not 50-50. Phil is up on you right now.
Yeah, it's like 3-8 or 3-9.
Damn.
3-8 realistically. Okay.
Like I said, it's a Katie Braun thing. It's like you see, Katie is in here in the fight. You're just not getting as many wins. But
we're not counting arguments. We're only counting fantasy wins. We're counting bets. We're counting 1v1s.
Because if we counted like favorite teams, then this would definitely be
We're not
lopsided.
counting favorite teams.
It would definitely
We don't know.
If we are counting favorite teams, we're giving Jabby like 4 points for that next victory because they won 4 games, right?
Oh yeah. If we were, but we're not.
We're not counting that.
We're not counting that. So soon will be the playoffs. Oh my god! Would you like to put a little bet in the chat? Is anyone interested? A little Phil versus Jabby. I mean, end the pod on that. Anything?
We're good. I'm good, man.
Okay. All right. I'm a horrible instigator. I'm sorry. No, I think he's good. Unless Phil, would you like to propose a bet to Jabby for the playoffs?
There's no bet needed.
Gentleman's wager. I love to hear it. All right, we might have a gentleman's wager, people, in the pod. We'll probably let you know next time on the details because it's gonna be lit. Let's get it. We gotta let Jabby come back, Phil. You gotta give Jabby the opportunity. And Phil left. Damn.
He does give Jabby the opportunity. Jabby is Jabby's busy, man. That's the only reason why Jabby's not on the pod on the regular. He can't really.
There you go. Sorry.
No, I'm talking about not like opportunity to like talk. I'm talking about like opportunity to like what the fuck, like to win back games, like more competitions.
Because wait, I was sorry.
Well, that's not on Phil to do. Jabby has.
No,
to
it's not. It's not. But
if we do want to talk about sports teams, I mean, if we're talking like this season
I'm
alone,
talking about sports teams, Phil. Shut up.
Oh yeah, it'll be lopsided if we did. My fault. You're right. But I mean, yeah, we always love having Jabby on. It's just like time issues and stuff like that. We always go in the afternoon. Jabby's more available during nighttime. So yeah, I mean, sports when the off season for sports are like when basketball and hockey end. That'll be the thing. Let's talk about the Red Sox. Oh, okay. I mean, we're 4-8 right now. But I think didn't we talk about the Celtics when they were also like last in the division and then they came back to not only have a better record but win the division as well again this year? So I don't know if that's the argument.
I will say that, Elijah.
That won't be the Red Sox fate.
That won't be the Red Sox
True,
fate.
I'm saying it's a little too early to celebrate on like better records when there's a whole season left.
But he did say that about the Patriots before this year. So it's just he hate Phil all the way to the Super Bowl. Like, yeah, you gotta stop doing that. That's the one thing we are against.
I mean, as a Jets fan, I did the same thing.
Oh, geez.
No, you did a lot less than Jabby.
You went to Phil. Just
I had to stay quiet because y'all made the playoffs and y'all were still winning, but
Well,
Jabby jinxed. I don't want to be like that, but like that was.
But you did do the early front running of celebrating when the Celtics were like 2-8, and then they ended up having a better record than you without Jason Tatum for 60 games.
All right.
I mean,
all right. Let's give Jabby some praise.
He was front running for the first 10 games of the season, and ended up having the worst record than the Celtics after that.
True.
So he always front runs a lot. So I mean,
we're shouting out Vrabel. Congrats to him on many things. All right.
Hey,
no, not that. I was thinking about something else, but all right.
Like Elijah said, I'd rather get to the big game and lose than not get to it at all.
It's a good point. I mean, big game is important.
Watch it from Cancun. But
some other things happen in Cancun too, Phil. Huh? I'm just saying.
Yep.
Just
shout out Mike Vrabel, like I said.
Shout out Mike Vrabel.
Yeah. Also, Elijah. I don't know if you saw the Diane Rossini clips floating around, but
that's crazy.
I've seen a few, but I just haven't been paying attention to her. I don't really think. What is she to me? I don't care.
She's an interesting reporter, but they're definitely making too much hay out of it, right?
They're making jokes out of it.
That's what I mean.
That poor guy, that her husband must be. But hey, that's not our problem to deal with. It's theirs. But hey, yeah. Last words before I head out.
Drink that water.
Last words. Honestly, I don't know. It was great NCAA March Madness. It's been good sports so far. I'm excited for baseball. I'm excited to keep up with the pod. It was been great talking to you boys. It's what I mean. It's lit. I love the conversation. I love the dialogue. It's lit. Either we agree, we disagree. It's just fun having this conversation because I mean I feel like we all bring a unique part of sports to the pod. So I really love it. Hell yeah. Let's get it. You're still all you.
For me, yeah. Oh, I apologize about my Wi-Fi today. Yeah, because it was definitely choppy. So my apologies on that end.
That's all right. It's Verizon's fault.
Yeah, that's true. Also, hey, thank you for everyone that tuned in. Dodo, Zalgo, Decker, Bobo, myself when I was disconnected, and especially Javi. Like I said, hopefully he's hopefully he's available in the summertime to come through some pods, so I can widen that lead. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in, and I think we'll be back this Saturday for our recorded WWE pod. And then next week, same pod, NBA pod, basketball pod. I think we'll be doing when does the play-in start? Because maybe we might want to do the pod a little earlier to get our play-in playoff predictions.
Do we want to watch a playing game as a pod one week?
It's next Wednesday, I think, or Tuesday is the first playing game.
Okay.
I'll watch it on
Up
Tuesday.
to y'all. I'm down.
I'll watch it on Tuesday. I can't do Wednesday.
I can't do Wednesday either since IBT. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
next week. You want to watch it with us, Jab? Come on. Let's get it. Jab.
Next week. Okay, yeah. So yeah, stay tuned to all the socials. So stay tuned with everything. Feel free to follow the audio platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, follow all the socials. And with that being said, we'll see you next time on Baller Central, and we are out. Deuces.
Did you feel this way when you fell in love with Gene?
Oh, look. I've felt that way lots of times.
He's a producer?
Hey, I'm looking for Mrs. Bubblegum. Yeah, you know I need the sweet love, cocoa butter kisses that I could only dream of. Making people want the love we have when they see us. I love ya, I want ya, girl, I really need ya. Is it real? Is it real? See, I don't want to question this. Real? Is it